If you watch my video, I'll feel violated. Oh, validated, valid. Who wrote this script? Well, hello everyone and peacocks alike. Welcome back to my exotic and aesthetically pleasing channel, which is well filled with just cringy garbage content. This is a channel where I magnificently show you how I do my artwork while you complain about how messy and unorganized my room is. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna sweep the room, collect the dust in one place, turn the fan on to maximum, and exist in this chaotic invisible sandstorm of filth. Well, what you gonna do about it? Anyways, have you ever looked yourself in the mirror and thought, well, fuck my character design? But fret not, my friend, cause today we have a solution for that. Not really a solution per se. I mean, you can opt for a plastic surgery, but that's about it. It's not going to do much for you. So today we don't have a solution for that. But hey, let's lock this self-loading insecurity for later, just like you have been doing your whole life, and do something mildly satisfying fun for now. Let's make a character! Yay! It's so much fun. But wait, Manish, you interrupt. We don't know how to do character designs. We don't know the steps. Well, I was going to tell you guys about it until you started bugging me to actually do it. See, don't tell me things to do. And please, from next time, don't interrupt. I'm gonna do it my way and I'm gonna do it in my pace. I'll show you, okay? Please don't be so impatient. So character designing is like literally one of my favorite things to do. There's something divine and self-fulfilling about giving life to these non-existent beings. Kinda like God. It's this whole controlling thing, you know? It gives you this overwhelming joy, a sort of deity-like feeling. A feeling of being is all above, powerful and invincible. Like you can create it and you can destroy it in so many unthinkable and unorthodox ways. I have some psychopathic tendencies. So look here guys, just to make your simple mind comprehend these complicated steps of character designing, I actually made a diagram for you. I'm gonna explain it to you in such a simplistic way that even a 2 days old infant can write a thesis and make a PowerPoint presentation on it. Okay guys, so character designing can be done in 2 ways. The first one is the pre-planned steps following procedure. It depends on what project you're working on and what story it is. Everything is like pre-planned and it's very organized. That can be divided into 4 different steps, which we can also call as keywords. The first one is setting, the second is the story, the third is the personality, and the fourth is the design. And when you have all those 4 covered and organized, you can have a really well developed, wonderful character designs. And the second one is you just wing it. You just do whatever comes to your mind, even if it will lead to a really sloppy and a really weak character. And it depends on nothing. It just literally is whatever. It doesn't depend on any of your dumb ideas which you have in your mind but you never have the courage to actually do it. Oh man, I have a lot of diaries filled with this shit. It's like taking the road not taken. It sounds cool but you don't know what you can expect at the end of it. Fucking Robert Frost. But don't get me wrong here, because both steps can actually lead to a really good character design. As much as random is cool and awesome, we're just gonna follow the first one. Let's see where planning everything will lead us. Wow, so much information, right? Don't get me wrong. It's not like I'm doing this for you. Paka. By the way, I feel really sorry that I'm interrupting your learning session. But you see, I have to pop in every now and then and say something random in random intervals of time just to give you the illusion that I'm recording and working at the same time. Please don't get the wrong idea. I didn't do it at the same time. This is a post-recorded video and I'm not doing anything right now. You wanna see? There's nothing on the screen right now. You see, everything is a lie. Anyway guys, I'm gonna explain you the 4 steps from the first way in brief. Brief. So here the setting actually means the setup of the whole story. The setup where the character exists that we are going to design. It can be a medieval fantasy, it can be the dystopian future, it can be a present time, it can be a world where superhumans live. It can be anything. And the second is a story. And when I say story, it doesn't mean the whole content. It doesn't mean the whole plot. Here I'm just talking about the character story. So in the third steps, like the name itself says personality, here we will try to give the character some personality and moods. I mean, what kind of person is the character? Is it a villain? Is it a hero? What does he like? What does he like to do? What is his favorite food? Everything will be accounted in this part. And the fourth is the design. So in this part, we will decide what the character will look like. Does he have a metal arm? Does he have a powerful weapon? What he wears? Etc. It will be the overall look of the character. So I'm not gonna bore you anymore, let's just start drawing. So before we actually start and go forward with the artwork, I'm gonna write the 4 keywords. And as you can see here, I've already written it down and I'm just gonna read it out for you. So the first one is the setting. And here I put a medieval time period because I'm a really fan of the medieval time period. The dragons and swords and the diseases and the plague, everything fascinates me. And the second for the story, I have a really short one. Here, I want the character to be a warrior, but I want it to have some emotional background, like he was a farmer a long time back and then his village burned down and everyone died, only she was the sole survivor. It can be a she, and then she became a warrior, and then she just walks around from certain lands to certain lands. And in the third one, for the personality, I have sad, vengeful and fierce, and a mysterious travel written down. So yeah, those will be the personality of the character. And the fourth one, we have the designs, where I wrote there's a scar on her face and she carries a large weapon and she has a really shabby and hooded clothing. So there's a reason for this. I kept shabby and a hooded clothing just to show the character has gone through rough times, and she was a farmer before, so I wondered that she won't be having much of like armors and shit. She will be like a really regular, maybe leather armors at most, I guess. So now that we have the 4 keywords, so we can actually start the designing. Let's just not directly jump into drawing. We have the most important thing to do. Like I told you, it's just like vaccinating your children. We have to collect some references. So here we are, guys. I have collected some references and I have a bunch of this all over the screen, and it's pretty chaotic. So I'm just gonna move it to one PSD file and we'll take it from there. Okay, so for starters, before we actually give the character costume, let's make a mannequin character, or in your millennial terms, we can say a nakde character. I mean, why ask for nudes when you can draw one, right? Perks of being an artist 101 here, guys. So also note one thing, when you're designing a character, the stance of the character really matters a lot. So you have to make sure how the character is standing. Here the character I'm making is supposed to be fierce and a warrior, so I have given her this really confident body language. And we're not gonna start right off, we're just gonna copy this character and make 4 different versions, so that we have 4 different choices of character designs. Alright, so we are starting from the first character, and as you can see, I really like the dress she's wearing, so I'm just gonna use it here. And she will have this hoodie thingy, she will have a cloak, and then the second one will have it really longer cloak, and she will have this back brushed hair. And again in the third one, we'll have her have this sword kind of thing, and we'll just try giving her kind of like an assassin look and see how it goes. And on the fourth character, I'm just gonna add a bunch of here and there. So I'm just gonna... So there you go, guys, we have 4 different versions of this character, and it is so cool. So I really like the first character here. As you can see here, she has this really poised and confident look, and she's wearing this really lovely tunic here, and I love how her cape is really small. So yeah. And in the second one, it kind of gives me like she will be a mother of some characters. She doesn't look like a really wandering around character. She looks like she works in some mill or farm or something like that. And I mean, the cape is also not really very attracting to me. And the third one, I think it's too assassin look. I mean, I get your vengeful, but that's such an extreme measure. And the fourth one, that look is a lot like Assassin's Creed, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm not gonna use the fourth one, but I can use some of her the leather waist armor or something like that. So now that we have the 4 character ready, I think we will pick certain elements from each of them and create our final one. And you're wondering right now, hey, that's a lot of characters. I think we are done now. Let's go to sleep. We were talking about just 1 and you did 4. Hey, see, that's the thing. I did 4. You didn't do anything. So shut up, okay? If anyone deserves a rest, that is me. Fucking spending hours and hours on this shit. So using some small elements from each of the 4 characters, we're gonna design our final character. So I'm gonna take this bunch of clothes from the first one and from the second one here, and have the waist belt armor from the 4th and the 3rd one. So it's gonna be a little bit of medium size, and the sword is there, and I really like the small cape, but I'm just gonna lengthen it a little bit. Also, let's check if we have all the keywords covered. Medieval time period, check. A regular peasant farmer turned warrior, check. Sad, vengeful, fierce, mysterious traveler, check. And female scar on her face, carries a large weapon, shabby and hooded clothing, check. Oh wait, we don't have a weapon yet, so we're gonna give her some weapon. So she has been a farmer, so I was wondering that she will be using some crop cutting scythe, and it will be really long, really huge, and I'm just gonna equip on her back, and here we go. Wow, this is so cool. I think I really love this character. So the next step is the coloring one, and I don't have much to say here, so I'm just gonna use some earthy colors, and brown for the leather and blue for the rest of the clothes, some red in here for highlights, and I'm just gonna render it really roughly, and here we are. Wow, I love it, I love it, I love it so much. I can't believe we just started from scratch and we are actually finally here. And so, ladies and gentlemen, peacocks and butterflies, we are done here. We have successfully created a character. See, I say we so that you can feel this kind of bond that's being created here. I mean, don't get too excited and get a wrong idea. There's no we yet. There's still a distance, and this distance will be there always. And wow, I can't believe you just thought that this was over. This is just the design. We have to give it some... I don't know, I mean, it's not necessary, but yeah, let's just give it some actions, you know, just to see how this character will look like if she's actually doing something. So here I'm gonna make this action pose, and she has this really big kite on her hand, and there's another one. Oh my god, I can't match up with the speed. I think this is too fast. Oh fuck, wait. Here's a slideshow for you. Sliding. So while you were phoning over the time when I used the term we, I already made a rough sketch for you. Okay, cut here. We have finally finished the character design. We have everything, and now we're just gonna make a final rendered artwork. I have talked to you before about the steps and procedures that I follow to make an artwork, and here we are. You can see what I'm doing right now. I'm not gonna explain this to you because you have seen it before, so I'm just gonna make this sequence really fast. So we have her holding the scythe, we have her holding the sword as well. She is just crazy, she's just badass. She can wield all those two weapons at once, and she's gonna destroy everything in her path. And yeah, I'm just gonna render it for a while. I'm just gonna let it sit. I don't know what to say at this point. Hey, rendering, yay. I'm just doing artwork, yay. And there we go, guys, we have it. We created a whole character out of nothing, and we even have a final rendered artwork of that as well. So much productivity. So there you go, people, we have finally designed a character that has a backstory and has a personality and everything. So now you can go crazy on your fanfictions and stuff. Also, I have not named the character yet, which is a fun thing for you to do. Yay! Let's interact! Social interaction. So anyways, I hope you really enjoyed the video. Character designing can happen in a lot of fun ways. For example, if the keywords are too random, it's like so much fun to do. Just comment those keywords down below, and I'm gonna use those keywords in my next video, hopefully, and we'll see what kind of crazy ideas you have in your head. So the keywords can be just one word each. It doesn't have to be a whole sentence, a story of your life or something. Don't do that. So go ahead, go crazy, whatever, man, I'm just waiting. Oh, by the way, don't forget the steps that I just showed you are just the ones that I do. See, I told you before that every artist follow their own steps, so this was my steps, so you can have your own extra steps in it. I'm just giving you the gist of how a character designing should be made. And I'm not gonna lie, I like to wing it sometimes. See, it's fun. See, everything should be explored. Just because something I tell you is wrong, it's not necessarily wrong. I'm a hypocrite. So guys, I hope you really enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. And I hope you have a good day. Bye bye. Bye bye. Fuck, I was out of focus the whole outro sequence.